All right, good morning, 7th grade. I hope that you're not sick of hearing me. I know that I have made more than my fair share of videos here recently, so I hope that you're not tuning me out at this point. But there are several people who are not passing math or language arts right now. And so I really felt like I needed to make a video to kind of help you out, let you know what you can do to kind of help yourself, okay? So let me start by saying that every 9 weeks, there are several of you who in the last week all of a sudden really care about your grade, whereas you didn't before. Even though I've sent out several emails about grades and things like that, that kind of got ignored until the last week, and then all of a sudden you're very concerned about your grade, and that's all fine and good. But with the amount of people who are not passing language arts right now, if every single one of you wake up in that last 9 weeks and decide, oh, I need to pass, let me just tell you that there are not going to be enough hours in the day for me to grade everything that you're going to have to turn in that week. So please do not put everything off until the last week, because I do not guarantee that I will get all late work graded by the end of the 9 weeks. I will do my best. And if you get anything turned in on time, I guarantee I'll have that graded, but I cannot guarantee that I will be able to go back and get everything graded if you're waiting until the last week to turn a whole 9 weeks worth of work in. Not because I wouldn't do that for you if I could, but just because I don't think it's going to be physically possible for me to do that with the amount of people who are behind right now. So I'm just letting you know that you might want to start right now getting stuff turned in. I'm going to grade pretty heavily this week. I had us all caught up last week with me having to be gone at the hospital and having no reception while I was at the hospital kind of threw me off, but I have been working late into the evenings this week trying to get caught up from last week. And you may be needing to do the same thing right now. If you're behind, you may need to be using these last 4 weeks of this 9 weeks to get caught up and not wait until that very last week, because I can't make any promises if you do that. And I want to see you pass. I want to help you succeed very much. So your grades. First of all, a good way for you to get a good look at where you're at. Every single one of you has this, and this one's fake, this one's not made up. I put an F. I mean, this one is made up. It is not real. It is fake. But every one of you has something that looks like this. And it says class progress, and it shows my teacher, Kristen Angel, that's me, and it shows my grade, and that's your grade. What it says right there is your grade. And unless you're brand new, and I'm going to go and change that here very soon, unless you're brand new, your grade should be released to you, and you should be able to see what it is that you have in English Language Arts. If you're looking at that course home page where it says class home, right here. If you go to grades, right here where this little red arrow is pointing, it will take you to your individual grades. And you should get something that looks a little bit like this. The discussions are something that I grade. Graded assignments are something that I grade. These quizzes and these unit tests are computer graded. But if it says discussion, oh, that should not show for you guys. That 1.13, you don't have to do that discussion. That's an oops. But this 1.01 discussion, 1.05 graded assignment, 1.08 graded assignment, you can see I made the arrow point to this one, 1.12 graded assignment. Those are things that I grade. Those are teacher graded. And if I take any points off at all, I might take 2 points off, I might take 20 points off. If I take any points off at all, I give feedback and I tell you why I took points off. If you make a C or below on that assignment, you can redo it and turn it back in. Now, you'll need to let me know that you've turned it in again, because I don't get any kind of notification. So unless you tell me, hey, I resubmitted that assignment, I will not know to go and grade it again. Once I have put in a 0, which I do at the beginning of every week, I go and I put in zeros for assignments that were due the week before but not turned in. If you didn't turn it in, then I put a 0 for it. And I only do that so that you have a very good look at what your grade, if we had to give out report cards today, and you had to get a grade based on what you had turned in right now, this is what your grade would be. If you go back and do that assignment later, I will grade it, and I will give you full credit for it. I'm not going to take off any late points for it. I'll give you, you will get whatever grade you would have gotten had you received it, or had you turned it in on time, had I received it on time. I'm not going to take off anything for it being late. But you do have to tell me that you've resubmitted it, or that you have submitted it once I've given you that grade. I hope that's making sense. So once I've gone in and assigned a grade to something that you have turned in or were supposed to have turned in, and then you go back and submit it late or resubmit it, you will need to let me know so that I will know to go back and check that assignment and grade that for you, which I don't mind doing at all. I am happy to help you bring your grade up, but you will have to let me know. And I know that a lot of times it may seem like I'm trying not to help you, or I'm not trying to help you, and that is not true. I hope that you know that is not true. Sometimes I can tell that you guys have sent me questions before you've gone to look for the answer yourself, or I've already sent you the answer to that, and I can tell you haven't read something that I've sent you already, or something like that. And I am trying to teach you, before you come and ask me something, to look for the information yourself. So if it ever comes across that I don't want to help you, or that I'm not trying to help you, that's not the case. I am trying to teach you guys how to be a little more self-sufficient, because you're in the 7th grade, and there's only going to be more responsibility placed on you as you go up through the grades. So I am trying to teach you to be a little bit more self-sufficient. But it's never, ever, ever that I don't want to help you. I always want to help. But sometimes, as I tell my own children, a little tough love is what you need. So if I send you right back to go look for information that I've already given you, or that you can find yourself, that's what I'm doing. So I think that I've covered everything that I wanted to cover in this video. Of course, I talked longer than I meant to. I had no idea I was long-winded until I got this job. So I hope that this helps. I hope that this answers questions. Please, please, please do not procrastinate until the last week. I cannot guarantee that all late work will get graded in the last week. But I'm going to do my very best to stay on top of it until then. And so I hope that you have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope that it's productive for you, and I will see you soon. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.